out for a bike ride this morning, longer bike ride than any I've taken in quite some time. I'm aiming for a century today, hoping to ride to the family cabin, and I haven't hit 100 miles since before our oldest, who's now 14, was born. So this will be something new-ish, something that I'm hoping I'm able to do still on these almost 42-year-old legs. We'll see how today goes, and I'll keep you update as we go. It's just after 6 a.m. and it's only 56 here this morning. It's a chillier ride than any I've been on lately, but it's good to be stretching my legs and to be off on this long journey this early while it is still cool and not in the 80s or 90s. Arriving here, Old Fort, I guess, at the edge of Center Hall. First 10 miles are done. Only 90 something remaining until I get to the cabin. Kind of wish I had time to stop for some barbecued corn and ribs there at that farmer's market stand. Been seeing signs for the last few miles about barbecue today. It's much too early for that anyway. Made it to Milheim, home of Elk Creek Cafe and Brewery, and some other lovely little nuggets of Penns Valley. I think I'm at 25 miles now, which is a quarter of the way to 100. Still feeling pretty good. In the land of the horse and buggy. Made it to Woodward, PA, home of Woodward Camp, which is a bunch of connections to Olympians and X Games participants. Kind of a sports camp to the extreme. I think it has a number of locations around the world now, but nestled here in quiet central Pennsylvania hills out there. Pretty neat. Made it to the wilderness, I guess. Moved from the countryside to the forest. Now in Bald Eagle State Forest, and coming up on a few smaller parks. Town, and right over there, that red brick building contains Rusty Rail Brewing. So passing by another brewery here today, this one in Mifflinburg. Still too early to stop for lunch or for a pint, but well on my way. I think I'm at 45 miles, something like that so far, so getting close to halfway, although I think my total mileage is going to be closer to 110 today, so still a ways to go. Just passed over 50 miles, just about at Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, college town. It's like a lovely descent down into Lewisburg. I am cruising right along here at still before 10 o'clock, so stop at a brewery for lunch, but might arrive there before it even opens. So I don't know, we'll see what my next steps are. As I get into Lewisburg here, I'm going to hop on the rail trail and enjoy its smooth, car-free paths for a little bit. crossing over the Susquehanna River here now today. It's kind of a interesting part of my journey because there's not too many opportunities to cross it, Lewisburg being one of them, and so that's what I'm taking. Another little glimpse of the Susquehanna. Made it to Sunbury, Pennsylvania, in more than 60 miles now. Definitely more than halfway to my final destination. Stumbled upon a downtown street festival here in Sunbury. Not exactly sure what's going on, but there's some Christmas themes here. Try and find something. Go try and find something to eat here. I think I found something good to eat. Some pulled pork here for a little bit of lunch. Should be good. Back on the road after lunch. It's always a little hard with a belly full of food, but feeling good still, so on my way. Getting into some climbing and some hot sunshine after lunch. Definitely doesn't help things, but still feeling pretty good, given how many miles are in my legs at this point, and some pretty country scenery as well. That's a string of American flags. Took a little break. I'm at 82 miles. Reapply some sunscreen and rest my legs a little bit. Definitely starting to feel it now, but still have a ways to go. And unfortunately, the biggest climb of the day is pretty close to the end of my ride. It's a 3-mile uphill or something like that. So we'll see how I'm feeling at that point. But so far, so good. It's been a lot of hot climbing after lunch. So it's nice to get a bit of a downhill break here with some shade here this afternoon. Okay, minus the Confederate flag. A lovely view here of the downhill stretch of road. I think I have to climb over those mountains later today. I know Google's cycling directions are not perfect, but every once in a while you get these interesting things, like my route took me on this almost a lane, like it's 1 car width wide, and yeah, it parallels a busy road down there, but it's pretty nice to ride on. It's a good name. According to Strava, I'm over 100 miles now. I think I still have about 14 to go. It feels good to hit that century mark. First time, as I said earlier, first time since our oldest was born 14 years ago. Still have a bit left in my legs, though they are definitely starting to feel like they're ready for a rest. Less than 10 miles left. Thanks for joining me on the journey. Still got a big climb, but it's been a good day so far. This is quite a climb, but I'm making it work. And 8 miles left, something like that. Oh, that was a monster hill. I'm hoping that it's done and get some downhill here now for the last little stretch. Bit more climbing here than I didn't expect. This little mountain range has a little dip at the top, but is there any better sign for cyclists than that one? Downhill warning. Love to see it. Look at descent. just about there. 115 miles in my legs, something like that. And got a nice shady stretch here to end it, just about at the family cabin. It's been a lot of fun. Maybe the most physical thing I've done in quite some time, but it was great. Thanks for watching. I made it to the family cabin. I've showered, rested a little bit, had some food, and keep drinking lots of water. Feel pretty good for 115 miles in the end. It was a lot of fun to do this, and the last century I rode was over 14 years ago, when just before my oldest daughter was born. It feels really good to accomplish something like this. Looking forward to more biking adventures to come.